Well, here we are in our exclusive hangout where we all get the benefits of Beyond the Yonder, the long-form interviews of the stories that make Yonder Radio, now syndicated on radio stations across the country, and you can hear all the episodes at yonderradio.com. And today, we're bringing it, well, not, I say we generously, but it's this guy, Malcolm J. Wilson, the kind of dude any community wants because he is working for decades now to tell the truth about Appalachia, to get the story beyond the stereotypes. And with him is one of his muses, his model, and for all of us, an inspiration in Jessica Hall. So we're going to talk to both of them. You can learn more about Malcolm and see exactly what he does at humansofcentralappalachia.org. But you're going to learn a lot right now. And we're going to do it through stories because if you're talking to Malcolm, you're going to get a story.
The roots of everything I do have been in Appalachia since the very beginning. Let me tell you a quick story about.
Well, this is what I was hoping for, Malcolm. Already he's telling stories. Okay. What do you got?
Anyway, excuse me. When I was 6 years old, my dad ran a garage. And, in the town of Cumberland, Harlan County. That's where I grew up. And one of his employees left Harlan County to go, like a lot of Appalachians do, to better themselves and move to cities, and become displaced Appalachians. Well, his employee moved to Louisville, and he got a job at GE, one of the big factories up there. He had been gone 6 weeks. And he came back, and Mom and Dad knew they'd coming back, so they invited him to our house for dinner. So I'm going to call him Theodore. And Theodore and his wife both came in, and they had completely erased their Appalachian accents. They were talking like this, pronouncing every syllable. And as a little child, inquisitive little child, I wanted to know what happened to Theodore's voice. And I'd start to say something, and I could feel my dad pinch my leg. And then I'd start to say something, and he would pinch my leg. So finally, I realized I'd just better keep my mouth shut, which I did. And then after Theodore and his wife left, I immediately ran to my dad and I said, Dad, what happened to Theodore's voice? Said, is he sick? He don't sound like he's from around here. And Dad said, son, I'm going to teach you a lesson. He said, Theodore is ashamed of where he came from. He's ashamed that he come from these Appalachian mountains. And he don't want the people in Louisville to know that he's Appalachian. That stuck with me ever since I was 6 years old. And all of my work, and I say this, my artist statement's pretty simple. My work is of the people, by the people, and for the people. It's not for pundits, scholars, or critics. It is for my neighbors, their neighbors, the neighbors in the next county, and the next county, and the next county that comprise Central Appalachia. I work to make them proud to be Appalachians. And that's what the work's about, and always has been. That's been my driving force since I was 6 years old. In fact, when I was about 8 years old, for some reason, I started packing a camera. I didn't use it. Mom and Dad couldn't afford film, but I still packed it around and pretended. There's old family films where my brothers were hanging on monkey bars and wrestling and all this. And here I was just holding some old box camera.
I'm from Colorado. We have pretty much the khaki pants of accents, and I love listening to you. It just puts me in a warmer clime. I'm holding a mint julep. I don't know, but it takes me somewhere. And that's what you've been doing to people with your photography. And something that you said that I love is you've become an uninfluencer because you saw these stereotypes of Appalachians.
I grew up with a whole lot of strong Appalachian women. My two grandmothers, my mother who fought breast cancer for 20 years and it finally beat her. I have two amazing daughters. I have a sister that is turning upside down how we educate people or children in Appalachia through. She's the executive director of the Harlan County or the Appalachian Boys Clubs now of all of Appalachia. So all these strong women have been around me, and I get on here and everybody thinks they can run to Appalachia and drive up some hollow and interview somebody. They find the worst of the worst. I could find these same people in LA or New York or anywhere. But for some reason, we still allow, and the country still believes it's okay to pick on us. It's okay to make fun of us. I lived in Cincinnati for nearly 18 years. I went up there to go to college and ended up staying. And if I had not found my people, displaced Appalachians, I would not have survived in that city. I would not have made it. But I found my people. The city of Cincinnati has over 250,000 displaced urban Appalachians living in the city. They're the only city in the United States that has not one but two organizations devoted to displaced Appalachians in that city. And while I was up there, I went to an art exhibit at the Cincinnati Art Museum of George Hurrell. George Hurrell was born in Cincinnati, lived in northern Kentucky, and in the 1920s moved to a little arts community very close to Hollywood. And he had planned to be a painter. Well, he wasn't that good a painter, but he had bought a camera to photograph his paintings. And then a friend asked him who was sort of affluent in Hollywood, asked him to make a photograph, and then he did, and she showed it to somebody else, and then the next thing you know, he's making photographs of Hollywood's stars and starlets. He became the most prominent starlet photographer from the late 20s all the way through the 1950s. And then he sort of disappeared because the way Hollywood dealt with that kind of publicity and photography was different than George's style. And then he was rediscovered in the 70s by Sharon Stone.
Wow.
And had a nice resurgence for a few years, and he died in the 1980s, and he was 82 when he passed away. And that had stuck in the back of my mind. These things stick in the back of my mind. And I said, one day I'm going to use this, or I'm going to think it, And me and an intern that I had at the time, her name is Delata Saywood, were talking, and she was practicing makeup skills. She's also a photographer and a filmmaker. But we got to talking about how she could get some photographs of her makeup skills. And she'd only done makeup on herself, not on anybody else. And we got to talking, and I remembered George Hurrell, and we had a long, probably 3 or 4 hour discussion about how we could change the stereotypes of Appalachia if imagining that these women of Appalachia, like Jessica here, went back in time and were photographed by George Hurrell as Appalachian starlets.
And these glamorous nod to Hollywood photos.
I ended up with either 62 or 63 that participated. It just blossomed. It kept getting bigger. I'm going to be launching phase 2 here in about 2 weeks.
And this is on display in a museum. Where can people see this?
Well, they can see it through July 2nd at the Appalachian Artisan Center in Hindman, Kentucky, which is 16 West Main Street, Hindman. After that, we're working. We've got some interest, and people are trying to get it into schedules. We're talking with some people in Louisville and Lexington and Pikeville, just different places that exhibit. With phase 2, we're going to grow it to where we have 2 exhibits.
I
so we
could
can have,
totally see this because
yeah,
this all culminates in the person sitting next to you. You've mentioned strong women, and you mentioned that what you were inspired by this George Sherrill, and then you have this makeup artist. And Jessica, I don't know if you know this, but Malcolm sent the photo he took of you, which is part of this exhibit. And it is incredible. It's black and white. It's film noir lit. Would that make sense to say that, Malcolm? Because that's what I'm seeing is this
yes,
film noir
yes,
style, dramatic,
yes,
black and white. Jessica, you're looking up like a dreamer, but not a hapless one. You're looking up and you're kind of challenging it, like dream. You're up there, and I'm going to get you. Like it doesn't stand a chance. Incredible photo. Tell me about this experience and being part of this exhibit with Malcolm.
It was it was really great. I know Malcolm personally from before. He comes and does a lot of involvement with the community center, and he's helped teach up there. The children with learning to take pictures and all the things. And he had gave me a camera to start taking photography myself to use for the social media aspect of the bakery. And so it was really nice working with him on this because he had been working so personal with things that we took to heart at the center. So this gave me a chance to work with him on something he takes to heart, and of course it means a lot to me too. So.
Well, your story means a lot to me, and I'm sure anyone who hears it. I was looking up information. I'm like, okay, who is it? Is this person? And I get into this podcast. You're talking to a local reverend, I believe, and you start telling your story. And it's like 5 seasons of Netflix in 26 minutes. And you say in there, my past is my greatest asset. Do you explain that a little bit?
I've not always, life has not always came easy. I had a lot of hardships. This area was swept up. I don't know if you've heard of the Oxycontin epidemic. It it killed many of my generation, and the ones that didn't die, or most are still lost. Very few made it out of it, and I was one of the ones that got swept up in all of it, and I made it out. I have 7 years sober. Um, but, it's just that has became my greatest asset because I have a view and a compassion on life that a lot of people don't have. It's changed my whole perspective for the better.
And I thought that was interesting because your past is such a great asset, not just to you, but I think you've likely met people who you could share some of what you've learned and some of your experience to help them.
Yeah. And I have many times. And it comes with a great reward to be able to help people or come to them on a level to be able to talk to them to say, hey, I've been there, I've done that, I've came this far, and so can you, you know.
And I thought this was so interesting because you say your past is your greatest asset, and this whole exhibit is a nod to the past. Tell me about sitting there, Jessica, and you're well lit. You have makeup on. You're wearing this gorgeous dress and accessories. How did that feel?
I felt very beautiful. I've really enjoyed all of it. And Malcolm's a good coach because I've never really done a lot of photography or been photoed. So he coached me through all of it. And then when I finally seen the final piece, I was blown away. He's a wonderful photographer.
Did you, Malcolm, let's just say you've done a lot of pictures for this project with 62 women, I think, and more to come. But with Jessica, is this what you wanted? Is this what you'd always hoped for with the final result?
yes, it is, but I've asked her to come back to do it again because I think she's pretty special and her story is pretty special. So we're gonna do another shoot at sometime as part of phase 2 with Jessica, because Jessica's one. I've met some amazing, amazing women during this thing. I've heard stories. There have been tears shed in my studio. There's been laughter. There's been heartache. I discovered 2 brilliant writers who only wrote for themselves until they got involved in this project. And now I'm inspiring them, or trying to inspire them to let the public see what they're doing, what they're writing. Don't keep it to themselves. And Jessica's story needs to be heard by everyone, especially in Appalachia, because we're still fighting this problem. We're fighting so many things in these mountains. I mean, we're not dumb. We're not ignorant. We're brilliant. We're beautiful, and we're a caring people. We care so much about our culture, our history, our music, our writings, our poems, our landscape, our mountains, and each other.
It's hard to be beautiful when no one sees the person who lives inside of me. I'm not a picture on a page in a magazine. It's hard to be beautiful, beautiful like me. I'm a woman, I'm a healer, a midnight stealer, faithful lover, double time and double dealer. Got faith in the Lord, faith in me. Gotta have something you can believe. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandma too. Sharp as a whip, still acting like a fool. I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a soul-searching preacher. I'm an Eve, I'm a Mary, quite contrary. I'm a short and stout, I'm skinny and I'm tall. My bottom is round, got no bottom at all. A word of advice, y'all, don't misjudge my mountain drawl. It's hard to be beautiful when no one sees the person who lives inside of me. I'm not a picture on a page in a magazine. It's hard to be beautiful, beautiful like me. Sometimes I smoke and I drink alone, but I'm a guardian angel when my babies come home. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but in the middle of the night, I'm the one friend you call every time. I'm looking for someone who doesn't think I'm a total wreck, headed for the junk heap. Some spit, some polish, and a little rub. I'm Aladdin's lamp, filled with love. I don't have a partner, but it sure be nice to have someone to snuggle with at night. I may be strong, but I need help too. A good friend, good lover, someone like you. To tell the truth, sometimes I cry when it feels like life has done passed me by. There are days when I'm down and I feel blue, but I love to laugh and I'm funny too. Yeah, go ahead and admit it, I'm beautiful. It's hard to be beautiful when no one sees the person who lives inside of me. I'm not a picture on a page in a magazine. It's hard to be beautiful, beautiful like me. I'm a song the country road sings, a song the redbuds bloom in spring, a song a billion years old, and every rock the mountains hold. I am what I am, no, I ain't gonna quit it. Go ahead and admit it, I'm beautiful. It's hard to be beautiful when no one sees the person who lives inside of me. I'm not a picture on a page in a magazine. It's hard to be beautiful, beautiful like me. I'm a woman, I'm a healer, a midnight stealer, faithful lover, double time and double dealer. Got faith in the Lord, faith in me. Gotta have something you can believe. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandma too. Sharp as a whip, still acting like a fool. I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a soul-searching preacher. I'm an Eve, I'm a Mary, quite contrary. I'm a short and stout, I'm skinny and I'm tall. My bottom is round, got no bottom at all. A word of advice, y'all, don't misjudge my mountain drawl. It's hard to be beautiful when no one sees the person who lives inside of me. I'm not a picture on a page in a magazine. It's hard to be beautiful, beautiful like me. Sometimes I smoke and I drink alone, but I'm a guardian angel when my babies come home. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but in the middle of the night, I'm the one friend you call every time. I'm looking for someone who doesn't think I'm a total wreck, headed for the junk heap. Some spit, some polish, and a little rub. I'm Aladdin's lamp, filled with love. I don't have a partner, but it sure be nice to have someone to snuggle with at night. I may be strong, but I need help too. A good friend, good lover, someone like you. To tell the truth, sometimes I cry when it feels like life has done passed me by. There are days when I'm down and I feel blue, but I love to laugh and I'm funny too. Yeah, go ahead and admit it, I'm beautiful. It's hard to be beautiful when no one sees the person who lives inside of me. I'm not a picture on a page in a magazine. It's hard to be beautiful, beautiful like me. I'm a song the country road sings, a song the redbuds bloom in spring, a song a billion years old, and every rock the mountains hold. I am what I am, no I ain't gonna quit it. Go ahead and admit it, I'm beautiful.